This is Goated.
What is this?
Goated. Goated.
I like that.
That sucked. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of the Goated Podcast, the platform where we talk about the greatest shit of all time. We are your goats, Mac, Ant, Jeremy, and my boy Dwayne. Absolutely, man. We love to see you guys, and welcome back. Before we begin, we just want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody that's been showing us so much support, so much love. And for a moment, we just want you guys to take a second to like really quick and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, we appreciate it. I heard it.
Did you?
I appreciate it.
Did you hear all the goats?
I heard it.
Did you hear all the goats just now? Bro?
I heard it.
I heard a lot of goats just subscribe to the channel.
I heard it.
Before we begin, I know normally I would ask a question, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of get shit stimulated. But before, I don't even want to ask a question, man. I just kind of want to make a statement. It's not about showcasing your body on the stage, you know what I'm saying? It's about being able to take care of yourself and taking care of your family. There are a lot of people in this sport that all they do is be on the stage, show their muscles, then go home and just work a regular 9 to 5, just going bill to bill, or paycheck to paycheck. When you're performing at the top level against top level competitors, you have to be able to sell not just yourself on that stage, but yourself to your community. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to capitalize on your strength, and your strength is yourself. Literally, you know what I'm saying? That's providing information, ebooks, training sessions, coaching. You know what I'm saying? Providing a product. You know what I'm saying? Fucking merch. You know what I'm saying? Even ebooks, even in that space as well. You have to be able to capitalize more on just this sport than just being in this sport. You know what I'm saying? I know me and Dwayne had this conversation, bro. I was asking, bro, what else? You know what I'm saying? I know deep down desire, and it's all of our desires to become pros at the highest level. We want to be the guy, Mr. Olympia. That's what we're aspiring for. But then what?
Then what? What else?
Do we sit back and wait for a supplement company and say, hey, we can pay you to promote our product and you get commission 10%? Or do you capitalize and say, you know what, I'm going to make my own platform, my own product, and name my own price? Be as valuable as you want to be as valuable. You get what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, don't sit back and just wait for anybody to tell you what you're worth.
Right. So my question is, a lot of people out there, they be watching us and they see, pro, winning the competition, first place overall. But they don't understand, not a lot of money comes with that, right? Not a lot of money comes with that. A lot more money goes in than comes out, right?
Yeah.
Until you get to a certain level.
Yeah.
And that level is the 1%, the 5% of this sport, right? The top 5 guys, top 20 guys are making great money.
Bro, you told me before, bro, that you're 1% of the 1% already. As a pro or even as a competitor, you're already 1% of the healthiest people on this earth. To be that top 5 guy in this sport, you're 1% of the 1%. Right. That's a small, number of people.
Yeah.
So it's tough, bro.
It's tough.
It's absolutely tough, G.
So my question is to all the viewers out there, or that we should share with all the viewers, is...
I ain't sharing another one. I ain't sharing nothing.
Cut it. If we're not making all this crazy money from doing this competing thing, what do we do outside of it, right? What else do we got?
What else you do?
So, what else do you guys do outside of bodybuilding?
Right. Rule of thumb, no matter what you're doing, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's fitness, whether it's nursing, whether it's doctor, lawyer, chef, you are your own brand. You're your own walking brand. So at the end of the day, everything that you do is an investment. So the tools and the trades that you apply to that career path that you're taking is an investment. Just like when you go to lawyer school, you're not gonna get that money back in return immediately, right? You're paying off to school, fat debt, but there's a reason why you have that fat debt, because the ROI is going to pay that off 10 times fold, right? Yeah. So it's like the same thing with bodybuilding, and in our career paths. And I can't even say a career path because I want to consider bodybuilding being my career path, but it is something that's aligned with my current path of where I want to be. Right? It's just it's a piece to the puzzle. Right?
Yeah.
So what up?
if I could just jump in, bro.
Yeah.
You said it's the ROI. Everything is an investment. But why the fuck are so many people afraid to take that leap, bro? To take that chance to make an investment? You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is that you learn as we continue to grow in life, bro, everything is always going to be brand new. At some point, we were all starters. We did not wake up or turn around and just professional trainers or know how to work out.
At some point,
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's the misconception that a lot of people have is that we woke up like this.
I woke up like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's your song, right?
You was, I was
Or like, you know, like let's say for instance,
oh,
Matt.
just beautiful.
Hey man, you need a new haircut. Yo,
Killer.
But for instance, Mac, you know, like great example because my man's he went pro in his first year, right? And people are like, okay, he must already. He's already there. He must have already been there. You know what I'm saying? Since this is his first show, this is his first time training, this is his first time working out. But it's just like, just because it's your first show, like somebody said, oh, that's not fair that this person did novice. I'm like, why not? It's their first time competing.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that this their first time training or like dedicating themselves to fitness or getting into a healthier lifestyle, but more so it's the first time of them stepping on stage.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So just because you didn't see the work doesn't mean that the work wasn't done.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that's
you
what a
have
lot
to-
of people miss.
You have to pay it until it pays you, right? So when I think about it, man, it's just like going off of what Ant's saying. You think about the journey, right? And you think about everything that you've accomplished. And for me, this is my third year of like hardcore training consistency. And I was telling Mac earlier at the gym, the only thing that beats time is consistency,
Yeah.
right? So when people are like, how did y'all do it so quick? Or how did y'all get big so fast or whatever? It's not even that. It's just that we're being consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I look back at it, I was having this conversation with myself and I was like, are you going to cry? Because I know at USA's, I know I'm gonna be competing for that overall. I have it in my heart, and I was like, "Are you gonna cry?" And it goes beyond the tears because hell yeah, I'm gonna cry because going through this journey made me really realize like this shit's hard, bro.
It's hard, bro.
This shit is
It's hard, bro.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the constant preps one after another. You know what I'm saying? Can really looking at yourself and being like, damn. I'm not really good enough yet, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm close. I'm so close,
bro.
but yet so far at the same time. And it's just like damn, just like that label. I always thought when, you know what I'm saying, earlier in the game, looking at Men's Physique and it would be like, oh, these dudes went pro in a year or 2 years. Like that was quick. For me, like this 3 years, you know what I mean? Like we grinded for this
It's
shit.
taking time, bro. The problem is, man, when people will be like, yo, how did you just turn around and be that big? Or how did you turn around and accomplish that? It wasn't quick.
Right.
It was quick to you because all you saw was the beginning and all you saw was the end.
Right.
But the people like
But
us.
they really didn't see the beginning.
Right. But the people like us that are like, you know what I'm saying, close knit, work out with each other, we train together, we grind together each and every day. We see the transition. We see the time that it actually takes. We see the work that's put in.
Right.
So we know the path. It only surprises the audience because they just see the end result.
Right.
Nobody ever really sees the path that it took to get there.
So true.
You look up and be like, yo, that guy is all of a sudden doing wealthy. No, he wasn't.
Exactly.
He been fucking grinding for years. You just didn't pay attention to it until it mattered.
Until they were on top.
Until they were on top, and now you like, damn, what they do? Now I want some
Now
of that.
you want to pay attention.
Now I wanna listen.
Nah, chill. Hey, but to your point, bro, at USA's, if you want to cry, I'll cry with you.
But you're crying.
We will be in a huddle.
It's
We will be in a huddle.
tears of joy. It's tears of joy.
Cheers on three. Cheers on three. 1, 2, 3.
It's tears of joy. It's tears of accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like tears of knowing that this shit is really tough. You know what I'm saying? And
100%,
not only is
man.
it tough, is you're only starting once you go pro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yes.
You're starting over at the bottom again. So now it's a whole nother journey. But I was listening to this gentleman talk yesterday. I forgot his name, but they asked him. They're like, he's a wealthy man, wealthy black man, and they said, what would your younger self tell your older self? Like
Older self tell your younger self.
Or your older self tell your younger self today. And he was like, to follow your dream. Like no matter what other people press on you, whatever's in your heart, follow it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're so driven. Like Ant was saying, like this is not technically his career path, but this is his dream. This is what motivates him. This is what's in his heart.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same for all of us. So that's kind of like the drive to, and we push off each other, but that's the drive to keep on going and doing this shit every day.
That's that video I posted yesterday, bro. Where LL Cool J was just talking, he was like, as a man, bro, you have to follow your passion.
Yeah.
You have to follow your heart. You have to follow your dream and put that first. As a man, do that, because then you'll live a happy life. You'll be grounded. You'll put yourself in a position to take care of your family. Then.
But go ahead.
I want to tell people because the biggest thing for me was when my dad told me, he was like, son, give it a year of consistency. Do whatever you can and stay on path for a year and just see what happens. Like, don't even go into it with no crazy goals in mind. Just give yourself a year of consistency. And when I gave myself a year of consistency, that's when I kind of fell in that range. Like, okay, I can really do this. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it for 3 months. Don't do it for 6 months. Don't do it, you know what I'm saying, for only a couple months. But give yourself a solid year of clean habits and clean dieting and going to the gym on a consistent basis. And then see where you fall, and then I guarantee you'll be happy.
You want to know what's crazy, bro? Shout out to you, because it ain't even been a year yet.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's 5 months.
Crazy.
5 months.
So
you're doing 7 more.
Yeah. Literally.
Baby Dwayne's born.
7 months. So 5 plus 7. That's a year.
We're machines.
I thought it was 9 months
at this point.
A year? What?
To have a baby?
No, you said a year.
Really?
5 plus 7.
And you're like,
to have a year.
Baby Dwayne is born
In 12 months.
in 12 months.
12 months.
All right. I like it. But I made a post yesterday, an old clip from one of our episodes, and I was talking about past failures that I've had, and someone commented to me, and they sent me a message saying, "Dang, I've known you for so long, and I didn't realize that you go through some of the same stuff I go through." And I was talking about falling off. And that person, like, they didn't understand that I go through hardships too and all this. And like, as all of us, people don't realize that. No. They don't realize how hard it is, right? They don't realize all the sacrifice and the things that we go in. They just see our Instagrams. Man, Antwan's always been good at Instagram. He's always been good at modeling, posting, whatever. Mark's always been big, right? Dwayne's always been world-class, 15,000 abs, right? But they don't realize...
I've had them since I was 8.
They don't realize that you didn't have them when you were 7.
That's like a party trick. That's like a party trick. Dwayne, show your abs. He start making them roll and shit.
But that's the thing, right? They don't realize the behind the scenes. Yeah. Right? And it's important... What I took from that is it's important to sometimes be, what's the word?
Relatable,
real.
Man, so
transparent, man.
Transparent.
So important.
Be transparent with it, man, because it's
vulnerable. That's the word.
Vulnerable. I was thinking vulnerable. I didn't want to say vulnerable because vulnerable to me is like I cry all the time, right? In this sport, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not gonna go and post me today. I feel emotional because 12 weeks out and I just wanted that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a little.
There's levels to it. There's levels to it.
It's the time and place.
Letting people know that that's okay.
But hold on,
you know, that you're gonna feel those emotions.
Do y'all cry as much as me, bro? Because I really
you're a legit crybaby.
No, dead ass. Like dead ass, bro.
Hey, you the baby of the crew. Like you the youngest, bro.
I do cry. Definitely not as much as you, but I definitely.
I swear to God, bro. Like, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. So we be in the gym, we be training, or even at the crib. Like when I be listening to certain songs and they get me in a vibe, bro, and I start having visions. And I start having visions of like my place in the future. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I have visions of how I'm gonna take being not only earning my spot at the O, but being top placed at the O. Yeah. I be having visions of my family there, all my friends there. Like I be having visions of how I'm gonna be in that moment, my acceptance speech. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And in those moments, it's because I have those visions so vividly, bro. Like physically, like I feel like I can hold that shit right here.
I know this.
It gets me emotional because it's like just another day, just one more day. No matter how I'm feeling, bro. No matter how hard it is to get out the bed. No matter how hard it is to get up on a Stairmaster or the treadmill or to get my ass up and go make my meals and go to the gym. No matter how hard it is, bro. Like I vividly feel those visions are gonna come true soon. Yes. So it gets me emotional. It makes me emotional because those are the dreams coming true. in reality, bro.
Yeah.
People lose that. People lose touch with their emotions in this sense, bro. People get blinded by the hardships. But when you are emotionally attached to this shit, dog, it's gonna drive you, bro. So yes, I cried, bro, and that's my way of being able to be strong going forward. That's just me.
So you sharing that's being vulnerable. You don't gotta show them that you're crying, but it's real authentic. Like that's you,
right?
And I think there's great power in that because some people can cry to complain, right? Cry because
there's power.
Woe is me.
There's power in truth.
Woe is me.
Yeah.
Woe is me.
And then there's
power in your truth.
Power in truth. But then there's power in you crying because you're so passionate about this goal, and it drives you to visualize this will be me one day.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a strength of yours.
And that's go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you good. I would like to capitalize on that because I would like, just how I just said, there's power in your truth, meaning that, the truth is that you want this, right? And the truth is that it will come, but the truth is that it may not be now, or it may not be here, or it may not be there. But the truth is that there's still time for you to be able to reach what your truth is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So even when we talk about wins and losses, there's still truth in both directions. And you guys know how to be able to take that in and absorb it. Just like at my show, I had to take that in and I had to absorb what the truth was and where my direction still is going and what's actually the bigger picture and what's the purpose, right?
Bigger picture.
So that's where you have to realign your frustrations with the vision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And take your losses, chip on the shoulder, it's light, keep moving.
But that's it. So this is kind of biblical. But if God was to show you the end, your end journey, right? The end of your journey, and He was to show you the path that it took, that you took to get to that point, do you think that you would really be down to go down that path? You know what I'm saying? Because you have all these things that happen, that all these distractions and everything like that. You would probably look at it and be like, hell no, I'm not trying to go there. I'm not trying to do
It's
that.
too much.
It's too much.
It's my starve.
Exactly.
Starve.
And that's just the least of it.
5
It
a.m.
could be-
cardio
It could be
while I'm starving.
It could be life.
Whoa.
It could be life distractions. It could be life anything. Somebody, Lord forbid, somebody passing anything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but that's the beauty behind it because you don't know what's on the other side of that. You just know my blessings coming. And that's where it all starts with a vision. You know what I'm saying? When you visualize it, you see it. It's just like when you're working out, when you're doing that bicep curl and you're visualizing what you want your bicep to look like. That's exactly what it's gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? That's why bodybuilding is such an art. That's why I love it. That's why I study it because it's just crazy how what your mind can do. Your mind, the way your mind processes stuff and the way it kicks it out, you can look exactly how you want to look. You know what I'm saying? No matter, you have your genetics, but if you really put your mind in the muscle, you can create, you know what I'm saying, whatever body you ever want to look
The
like.
mind is powerful.
Mind is
so powerful. So one thing that I'm thankful that I have, the way I think, like you were saying, bodybuilding is hard. And the way I think is that if you can do hard in one area of life, you can do hard in another area of life.
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
So just the way that you want to overall at a show in bodybuilding, you can translate that to relationships. You can translate that to money, to level up in any area of life, right? And so a lot of people, they get stuck with the mindset that I'm only good at this. I'm only good at that. But you can take the success you've had here and translate it over here.
And make it work for everywhere
And
else.
make it work everywhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
It
And
spreads,
so,
man, like a wildfire. I'm telling you.
yeah, it spreads. And so I think a lot of people, they look to us, right? Because we do so many things, right? Business, right? Careers, bodybuilding, modeling, all this stuff. And they're like, how do you do it all? But it's just having the mindset that I've been successful somewhere else, so I'm gonna bring it here.
I'm gonna do it all over the place.
Yeah.
Multifaceted.
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah. So back to our question from a
Did we-
few minutes ago.
did we get off
We
on the question?
shifted a little bit.
Did we get off?
But back to the question, if anyone wants to share, what is, your main hustle, your main career outside of this beautiful thing we got called bodybuilding?
For me, I work security at Torrey Pines Lodge. So, pull up, you know what I'm saying? Pull up.
Hey, that's stereotypical, bro. Hey, put the bodybuilder on security.
Facts,
Put his big ass.
It's overnight, and to be honest, bodybuilding is my career path. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing everything around bodybuilding to support bodybuilding until it supports me and my family.
But
You
hold
know what
on,
I'm saying? So,
how would you define career path though, bro? Like, is it like
because
it's
like
like
Ant was saying, it's a brand, right?
Right.
My brand is Silverback Crew. So within 619 Muscle and within us being on one team, me specifically, Dwayne Bracy, I'm Silverback Crew. You know what I'm saying? So I'm shouldering that load. So and just like, because I got this from like how they did back in the day, like when Flex was lifting, it was Team Flex. When Chris Cormier was lifting, it was Team Chris Cormier. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you fall underneath one umbrella, but you're your own entity. You're your own brand. Exactly. So
no, my question is, when you say bodybuilding is your career path, I got to challenge you on that, because right now it's the security that's providing the money. That goes back to what I was saying earlier
until
about
it pays you.
Right. You pay it until it pays you. That's why I was going back to my comment earlier about how do you capitalize on what we're doing now to where I walk away from the security shit. Everything that I do in bodybuilding and everything centered around you and your body pays for everything. Sustains your life, sustains your way of living, and sustains your family.
So I was having this conversation with Jeremy. I won the show. I won the overall, and my guy from Pro Body Warehouse called me. You know what I'm saying? We wanna up this for you. We want to do more videos. We want to put you more in the spotlight. So with winning comes all of this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my goal is. So I'm kind of banking all in on me and my success in the game. And as far as my success goes, is pretty much everything else is gonna fall in line. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the father and sons sponsorships, and I want the dark sport sponsorships and those type of sponsorships. But with those with those sponsorships, you have to put in the work. And at the end of the day, winning is winning. Winning is all that matters.
100%.
Yeah. I love that, bro.
100%.
Focus and invest in you.
Right. 100%. Because people are gonna listen to you. You're a winner. People are gonna listen to you. Yeah. If you're not winning, who cares what you gotta say? Who cares? Nobody.
I'm similar, but I'm a little different, bro. So I'm a process improvement engineer. Mm-hmm. Like, the simple way to say it is basically, when I first started with Caterpillar, I would go and do a year contract at different facilities all over America, and I would go in, look at their processes, and be like, that's too complicated. Let's do it like this, because I'm lazy. If I was to do it, I'd do it like this and standardize that across the entire facility. Mm-hmm. So we improve on safety, money, process time, cycle time, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. And when I first started with the company, I was excited. I was happy. I was finally making money, bro, because I come from, I'm not going to say poverty, but just less fortunate, but we were fortunate enough with everything that we have because my family is strong. Yeah. But everything that I aspire to have, I want more. And because I was in a position now I have more, I was excited. I was happy. Until I figured out, you know what, my dream that I always wanted when I was a child was to have stability, a good family, a nice house, and stability. Right. That was all I ever wanted until I finally realized, you know what, I have more aspirations. I have more talents to give to the world. I want to give more. So I'm at a point now, I'm still in my position, which brought me out here to San Diego. I'm at a point to where I'm dissatisfied because now I'm starting to figure out that I am allowing this company to determine my value monetarily, financially. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it really was an eye-opener when this year they gave me a call, a couple of my managers saying, hey, congratulations, Matt. We appreciate all the work that you've done this past year. We want to let you know that you're getting a salary raise, something like $2,800. Oh, cool. Thank you. Cool. As soon as they hung up, bro, I started doing the math. 90 cents?
Right.
90 cents?
Pennies on the dollar.
Over a year.
Pennies on the dollar?
Yeah. So 2,800 over a year.
Over the entire year, you give me a 90-cent raise?
Yeah.
Now, I get that to a lot of people, to a lot of families, that may be a lot. You know what I'm saying? They may be really helpful for those positions, but for me and what I value myself as, that was a slap in the fucking face. And it was in that moment where I knew for a fucking fact, I gotta make a way for me, because I need to name my own price, because I know that I'm way more valuable than what the hell the world may assume, than what they assume. You get what I'm saying? I might be this valuable for what you need me to do here. Process improvement. I'm saving the company millions, but you tell me I get a 90% raise.
Right. You wish it was 90%. It was 90 cents.
It was 90 cents. It was 90 cents, dog. Like, and it was really just an eye opener. Like, you know what? I'm committed to this bodybuilding shit, bro. Like, I've always been an athlete. I've always been a fitness fanatic. I got to make this work for me, and that's why I made the statement earlier of, what do you provide to the world that's going to bring back to you? What products? What information? What can you do to build more? So on your position as a bodybuilder on social media, bro. Like, but for real, 90 cents, bro. And I'm in California. We're in California, bro. Gas is
San Diego, California.
Bro, gas is $6.70
in the middle of a recession.
Bro, gas is $6.70. Rent's going through the roof, and the food prices. We're bodybuilders, bro.
Yeah.
We eat a fucking lot, bro. 90 cents, bro. Okay, don't worry about it, man. I'm giving them a countdown on God, bro. Like, because I know once I get to that position, I'm walking away because I am Mac Muscle, and I'm gonna be that top guy that can name my own price, and I can fucking feed my family, bro. I can do so much more, bro. I can be that first generation guy to fucking make it happen, bro. It's so much passion behind this shit, bro.
Hey, actually, you already have. Bro, you changed the generations to come.
I
right?
did, but it's not there
even
yet.
if it is not there yet, but even if you don't reach this certain salary level or this certain financial level, the mindset that you have, the next generation will.
You set a standard is what it is.
You set the standard.
It's a standard
You rose
altogether,
the bar.
bro.
But hey, let's cheers to it. We're in the off season. Well, a few of us are.
Yeah,
The ones in the middle, huh?
Hey, man,
Cheers to that.
6 weeks of our lives.
Don't disrespect me.
No, that's real though, bro. It's just passion behind it, bro, from past experiences, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
You know, I feel like with what you was talking about earlier, when it comes to like, I guess you can say your vision and what you want to do in life comes with what makes you happy. Because the importance is not trying to be the best bodybuilder you can be, but the importance is finding that peace through that process. Because I've seen a lot of people, you know, go through this industry and they win shows, they win a lot of shows, you know, or they do well, right? And they still find themselves into depression, right?
Yeah.
They find themselves not intrinsically successful. Meaning that like internally they're just like not satisfied.
Yes.
And it's a normal thing to not be satisfied when you are a bodybuilder, you know, with the whole body dysmorphia thing, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Not being satisfied is cool because it's hunger. It keeps the fuel burning in the fire, right? Just like when I did my show, I got first. I really felt like I should have got overall. I was very dissatisfied, but the fuel was burned even brighter, right? Turn that loss into a lesson, and now we're moving forward. But more so, you got to make sure that you still find your peace, you know? And that's the reason why I said bodybuilding isn't my career path. Not saying that I don't want to be at the top, because I absolutely do. My goal is to win an overall whenever I compete, 100%, no doubt.
Yeah.
I don't train no less for anything but first, right?
Because who goes into a competition first?
Right. What's the point? What's the point in competing if you're not winning? Right.
This is true.
But at the same time, it's just like, well, I got to make sure that I find my peace, and my peace really is to make sure that I'm elevating myself as a man in all the avenues that make and represent Antwan Morrow.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I still love art. I still love drawing. I still love fashion. So I still pursue my lane in graphic design. I still pursue my lane in creative production. I still network with people like the Iron Weld and be a part of the creative process with them, and unite with other people of unique creative minds, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. You know, I still go to amusement parks. I still, you know, make sure I spend time with my family, spend time with my homies.
Your big ass got to get in both seats.
The whole road.
Weight limit exceeded. Hey, he only knows because the same thing happens to him.
Gotta get two airplane seats.
You know what? When they say, put your hands up, and they try to pull it down, you're like,
Stop.
This is all I didn't stretch. I didn't stretch yet.
But yeah, all jokes aside though, it's just like, you know, you still got to find your peace within those lanes. Don't get too blinded to where you are in the deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
you're in a rabbit hole and you just can't get out.
Well,
right?
Because as a bodybuilder, your body changes, right? But your mind is still your mind, right? Mm-hmm. So what I want, just being transparent with people and kind of like what I go through. And me and Jeremy were having this talk a couple of days ago. You don't want to allow your past to handcuff your future. You know what I'm saying? For lack of a better term, because all the things that I went through in high school, all the things that I quit because I was too small, all the rejection that I faced, let it be with females, let it be with whatever, all the disappointment that I put my family through, all of that, I kind of shouldered that and I carried it with me. You know what I'm saying? Through my 20s, all the way to honestly up until last year, until I had to sit down with Pop, and I thought I was gonna have to go to a therapist, but just talking to him, it allowed me to. He was just like, God sees you over here. He sees the finished product. He doesn't see where you started, or he doesn't see the things that you were doing until you got to that point. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know that you're worth more than what your past was. You're worth more than whoever you were when you were being denied. You know what I'm saying? And you have to know that you're a king or you're a queen, and your process is meant to be everything that is supposed to be for you. You know what I'm saying? And you're meant to be that good person, and good things are meant to happen to you. Nobody's going through life with a cloud over their head. You know what I'm saying? Like, we feel like that mentally, but just know that don't let your past dictate what your, you know what I'm saying, what your present is, and your thoughts now. Just know that things are supposed to be better.
Yeah, my bad. I'm talking a lot right now.
No, you're good, bro.
To kind of go off of what Dwayne just said. He said, don't let your past handcuff you. In the same sense, don't let the people around you handcuff you as well. You know, find your environment. Make sure that your environment is empowering your process. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a product of your environment, right?
Yeah.
So going back to in 2017, when I was in the Air Force, I was serving, for 7 years. I experienced a lot of cool stuff, a lot of dope things. But I wasn't experiencing my journey entirely, and I was held back. Just like Max said, 90 cents, pennies on the dollar, right? I'm doing this crazy work, crazy hours, very, very high level stuff, and getting paid the same as somebody who's not doing the work. Right. Because we all get paid the same, no matter if you're that rank. That's what you're
in the military, right?
Right. Yeah. And then my future was in people's hands, to where I literally volunteered to deploy. So my career field was I was a one-man army. So in order for you to deploy, you have to have somebody take over your position within that unit or within wherever you're at, right? Because that job still has to get done. And if you only a one-person office, then you don't have nobody to rotate with you. Yeah. So my hand was in, my leadership's. My future was in my leadership's hands multiple times, to where even the unit left without me. The Spec Ops unit left without me, and they filled the gap because they didn't put the paperwork in soon enough. So that was my line, to where I was just like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I joined the military. I literally joined the military to be a part of the military. I wanted to deploy. I wanted to get the full experience. I knew I wasn't going to do the whole 20. Maybe I was, if it would have been different, maybe. Yeah. But it just so happened to not run that way, and I just found myself in just like where I was so decompressed, and my brain and like the possibilities and the direction that I wanted to go was just so much more wider than the bubble that I was in. Yeah. So I took that leap, because I remember I used to work out, and I used to be a little bit late from training, from working out in the gym. And I remember my master sergeant, but she's still like my Air Force mom. She always looked out for me. But she told me, she said, Antwan, she's like, that gym isn't going to get you nowhere. Right? She told me. But the coolest thing is that, recently, since, I've been really developing as a fitness professional, developing as a bodybuilder, developing as a successful and productive man, she sees the momentum that I have. She reached out to me. She said, you know what? I'm so proud of you, because I remember when I used to tell you this and you showed me otherwise. Right. So to my viewers, out there, I'm getting the chills right now. Yeah. To my viewers out there, follow your dreams entirely how you see them. Other people probably will not see your vision the way you see it. Why? Because it's your vision. And it's not up for them to see it, but it's up for you to go ahead and do it and show them.
That's right.
Dwayne, I'm not crying. You crying, bro?
I'm gonna look in the camera and I'm gonna ask everybody this question: why not you?
Why not you?
And that's
Big, bro.
That's a big thing for
Big.
me. Is why not?
Why
you?
not you?
And,
So-
and Deion Sanders just always said, "There's the plays have to be made during the game. It's just who's gonna make them. But why not you?
Why not
know
you?
what I'm
So
saying?
big, but yeah, I'm gonna go off that, man, and I'm gonna share what I do outside the gym.
Please, bro. Please.
Right? Me and Mark met on the job.
Yeah.
Me and Mark met on the job.
You ain't know
right?
that, bro? Yeah, we
We
worked
met on
together,
the
bro.
job.
We worked together.
So, my background's in engineering, right? And I had that mindset when I was going to school, right? Like engineering is hard. Going through engineering school is hard. Right? So much math, chemistry, all this science, and I thought to myself,
Chemistry boy.
if all these people have became engineers, why not me?
Right.
Why not me? Right? Why can't I do it? Right. And so I became an engineer, and I've been working for my company, Caterpillar, for 5.5, 6 years. And then this kid walks down the aisle in my building, right? And no one looks like us at our job, bro. No one looks like
you know
us.
they used to call me Jeremy, bro.
They used to call me Mark.
They used to.
and I've been there for 5 years, bro.
I swear to God, bro. They used to
And
call me Jeremy, bro. I
But
swear to God, bro.
but back then he was small, and so I don't know why they called him Jeremy.
Hold on.
Whoa. You're gonna take that.
I'm not taking none of that. You see
That's
that?
disrespect.
You see that, bro?
That's good.
No,
That's crazy.
so he walked down my aisle and introduced myself, and so that's how we met each other, right? But what I want to say is currently, so I got laid off from Caterpillar, right? I got laid off as an engineer from Caterpillar, and it goes to both of your points that they don't have your best interest at heart. You're just a number, right? And so luckily I had that mindset before, and so I was super excited when I got laid off because I was like, now I can do my fitness, I can pursue my business full time.
Hold on, Jeremy. What do I keep telling you, bro?
He's like, I wish I was in your shoes. I wish I got laid off.
I'm waiting on them to give me that severance package,
Yeah.
bro, so I can have 8 hours of my day back, bro. Cause you imagine all the things that we are accomplishing, or all the things that I personally have accomplished with just the spare hours of the day that I already have.
Yeah.
I wake up.
You work 40 hours a week as an engineer.
I work over 40 hours a week as an engineer already, plus the time in the gym. If I just got that 40 hours a week back, because everything that I'm doing and everything that everybody sees is the work that's being done from like 10 p.m. beyond.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I used to always tell you, bro, I ain't go to sleep last night till what time? 2:30?
3
3 in the morning?
o'clock.
3 in the morning because I'm up working because the passion won't let me lay down without doing something that helps build me, dog. So, yes, I want them to give me my severance package, bro. If I got my 40 hours back, bro, oh my Lord, bro.
So through getting laid off, I learned a lesson, right? And that lesson was I was excited and everything to be on my own, but I wasn't ready for that moment. I wasn't ready to have full control of my time, right? And so I needed the structure. I needed the structure in my life. So I got another engineering job, right? And so now I'm a senior production engineer for
Senior.
you
got kids.
production engineer. I got a gray hair.
That boy
You know.
serious.
So I'm a senior production engineer for a company that builds machines that make microchips. Right, the company's called ASML. They're a worldwide company. And one time,
Did you have a machining background?
no, I'm a material science engineer.
Okay.
Right, and so one day I FaceTime these guys from work, right, and we have to be in this clean room, and I wear this uniform, right, where it covers my whole body so we don't get no dust in the facility. And Dwayne was tripping. He was like, bro.
When you in full smock like that,
Bro.
you something serious.
He's like,
You know what I'm
Jeremy's
saying?
special.
Bro, Dwayne thought Jeremy was like an astronaut or something. My
Bro,
boy
it's like
Jeremy.
aero science engineer and some crazy stuff, bro.
So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, and that's what pays most of the bills. But outside of engineering, we're reporting live from the kitchen, right?
Right.
And so I'm very thankful that I'm very proud that this
what
is
it builds.
this is my
This
kitchen.
This is your kitchen,
This
bro.
is my kitchen,
And
right?
at the same time, Jay, you know, like you use, I'm sure there was other reasons too why you got the job, because you know for sure, you and I both know with real estate, with trying to get a loan, you
Yeah.
need a W-2.
Yeah, that
And
too.
it's really hard
That
for
too.
an entrepreneur to get those type of loans. It's really hard.
It's very hard.
Who told me the other day that somebody was trying to buy a car? Yeah.
That was me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So you know, the homie was trying to buy a car, 20,000 cash. They denied him.
Yes, because
Who
we don't know your
who
work
shows-
history,
who
right?
shows- Who shows up with 20K cash?
You
Yeah.
have to have
How did you get that 20K?
Fishy.
How did you get that
Right?
20K?
But so
Out of a book bag.
And then your documentation has to be.
yeah, so you can get it in all streams of life, right? Bodybuilding, real estate, fit, engineering, whatever you do, right? And you can level up in life. But in a previous episode, I talk about, you know, how important your relationships are, right? And so my roommate, Angel, 6 years ago, we moved in together, right? And so he had a vision of more for his future, and I had a vision. And Angel's a super hard worker. So me and him, we went in to buy this house, right? And so it just goes to show that if you align your goals with your friends, the people you surround yourself with,
like-minded
so much can
individuals.
happen. And like, I'm forever grateful for Angel because, you know, super hard worker, super honest guy. I could depend on him for everything. And so to have someone like that in your life is so powerful.
Yeah.
Like more than money, bro.
Let me speak on that, bro.
Before he does that, for the viewers at home, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, put this out there for after Jeremy said that. Ain't nothing too good for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I tell myself on a daily basis. I'm actually letting you guys know, letting you in on a lot more than I should, because this is what my daily affirmations are. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing too good for you.
No,
So when
100%,
Jeremy's doing this, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing too good for you. If you can't see yourself getting a house, see yourself getting a house, because ain't nothing too good for you.
Yeah,
100%, bro. Why not you?
Let me jump in on that, bro. On what you were saying about when you surround yourself around like-minded individuals that attack goals the same way you attack it, bro. I just really want to say thank you to you guys, bro. Creating this entire podcast, of course, I presented it to each and every one of y'all individually with this vision that I had of building a sound, solid podcast of competitors to give back, to let the world see us in our vulnerable states, and we also give back to the people, man. And like I said, I presented it to you guys individually because I understood that this team all together is one sound and solid team, man. So creating this Golden Podcast, it was not easy. It's not tough. It's tough. It's not easy, bro. And a lot of hours, extra work goes into it to make sure that everything is created perfectly, so that we give our audience everything that they deserve. So
100%.
to you guys, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping attack these goals, because now they're all our goals of being fucking the best.
The
Who do
best.
you know what fitness podcast you know is gonna top us, bro? Give it a year. We may not be in the #1 rank, but give it a year, bro. We're gonna be the #1 podcast. Why you say that? Why you say that? Because nothing's too good for us, but we visualize.
And we the
And
realest.
why not us?
And why not us,
We the
bro?
realest. You know what I'm saying? You got four guys that.
Cheers to that.
You
Why
got
not us, bro?
You
Why
got
not us?
four guys. We're normal human beings, and we just happen to look really good. You know.
Hold on, bro. I'm not a normal individual.
I'm
not a normal individual.
But that's just humility. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we're normal, because we're far from normal. Obviously, what we do and what we achieve is far from normal. But humility, I know that I'm not better than nobody else, because I know where I came from. You know what I'm saying? So coming from where I came from, this is just hard work. This is God's work, and this is destiny. You know what I'm saying? So chase your dream, chase your destiny.
Yeah, because I mean, where we started in my garage, just me and Matt.
It was small.
And then we watched
We
the
was
video.
like this.
and
We
it's
was like, nah, that ain't it.
we watched the video. Even Oscar was just like, "Hey, something missing, bro."
Hey, Oscar told you that. Wow.
He said there's something missing. He's just like, y'all got good chemistry and all, but there's something missing.
It's a balance.
And that's when we like had the idea where, you know, we need more people.
We need to expand.
Yeah,
Personality.
We need our real environment, basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we need
Right.
like the people that we around.
Yeah.
You need Mr. Stay Shredded year round.
Well,
Dwayne Bracy.
exactly how we are here. Exactly how we are here in front of y'all is exactly how we are in the gym.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
If we showed them how we is in the gym, it'd be a little more aggressive. Come on, man. What the fuck? Come on.
Hey, Dwayne, if you want to.
Hey, to the death of me, baby. That's a fact.
Hey, it's a lot more.
No, I'm talking about Matt.
How Mac
Mark.
does it, yeah, no, for real.
It's a lot more shit talking in the
That's
gym.
right.
Yo. I wanted to capitalize on what these two men was talking about earlier. Is that, you know, never set any limits. You are capable of everything you put your mind to. And in the same sense, like where Jeremy was talking about, you know, if you can be in first place here, why can't you be in first place here and here and here and here in your life? And that's exactly how I see it, because, you know, growing up, especially when I was getting out the military, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like my grandma really didn't find me getting out as a good idea. You know what I'm
to make
saying?
a career out of it.
No, for real.
Wanted me
Sometimes,
to make
the people around you
wanted
don't
me to-
see your vision.
No,
Like you said.
or they see you the way you used to be.
Right.
You know, just because I used to be the knucklehead that never listened, never really, tried in school or
You
whatever.
got those grandma spankings.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bring it up.
Damn.
But like where people, they set their limits on like maybe, when you was in that process of finding yourself as an individual. Like before, man, I didn't even know how to study until I joined the military.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't even know how to study, bro.
Yeah.
And even like till I started college, after I got out, that's when I really knew how to like be more intuitive and like really desire information and knowledge. When you become an entrepreneur, you got to be smart. You have to know exactly what's going on and everything about the process. You have to know, because if you don't know, then you're falling behind, right? And just like you said, well, why, if they can be an engineer, why can't I? And I'm gonna bring this to another aspect of us all being black men, right? And I'm gonna just put it out there, because as black men, especially our family ways is to get a job, stay in that job, make a career out of it.
Yeah.
20
Stay in
years.
that job and elevating that job.
Elevating that job, and once you reach the peak, whatever, just do your 20, get your
Pension, retirement, yeah.
401k, do things of that nature. Everybody looked at me crazy, like, why don't you just do 20 years so you can get that retirement check? And I'm just like, I got out the military and I make way more than what I did
bro.
when I was in.
It's really.
I purchased a home. When I purchased that home, bro, I swear to God, man, it was the best feeling of my life.
Yeah.
When I got my college degree, I promise you, bro, that
You got
was
it after?
the best feeling of my life. I got it after. I got an associate's while I was in too as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I got that bachelor's, my first bachelor's, I was just like, wow.
Accomplished, bro.
A lot of people in my family, like a part, like my auntie, she went to like a junior college. My uncle went to like a community college. They got their degrees or whatever. My dad never graduated high school. He actually got his GED. Is it GED?
Yeah.
Yeah, GED. My mom, GED. But when I got out, like once I was doing the Air Force, I was just like committed to getting my college degree. Then after the college degree, I said, man, I want to purchase my first home before I'm the age of 30. Did that. Purchased my first home at the age of 30.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Same year, purchased a Tesla.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that be clean too.
It is. You clean up.
I got it in my.
We be having fun right here.
Feel like
In the
a
spaceship.
I got a spaceship, boy, for
But
sure.
even now, like the Tesla's really nice, bro. But I want more.
One more.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you
I
deserve
want
more.
more.
You feel like you deserve more, so
Right.
you go and get more, bro.
Yeah.
That's
And
my
it's
thing,
crazy
bro.
because I just been having the feeling like, I was like, man, a Tesla better than mine.
Yeah.
But listen, bro,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing, though, bro. Like,
Fine line though.
wow,
Go ahead.
bro. People be straight afraid, bro. Like, people be straight afraid and hesitant. Like, if you talk to anybody, like, and you ask them a question of, what did you really want to be? Or what do you really want to do? And they'll tell you, but it's like, okay, so why not start? People always come with excuses of, well, I've been thinking on this, but I'm a little afraid of kind of starting and then figuring out that that's not exactly it or what I want to do. Jeremy, as long as you've known me, bro, how many ideas have I come to you with? And I already told you, like, yeah, I started doing this, blah, blah, blah. You just got to start. And that path will help you navigate, because as you learn and you grow, you figure out, no, not that, but this. Take a couple steps forward, and then, not that, but this. And you just navigate through.
You navigate, and you level up in life,
and you
find your path.
And you learn, bro.
Yeah.
People are afraid to go fucking learn. Did you know that, bro? People are really afraid to be like, you know what, that's what I want to do.
You know
But
what?
the first step is to learn something. You really got to go learn something. People really be hesitant to go do that
You
shit.
know why?
That shit is crazy.
Because they're comfortable.
Exactly.
Comfortable.
They're comfortable, but it's bigger than that. They're afraid of not looking like they know what they're doing.
Not only that, but when they tell their vision to other people, the other people usually put blockades in front of them.
It's true.
Oh, there's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got to do X, Y, and Z.
Or are you sure?
Yeah, are you sure?
That in itself is already a negative connotation.
And it can come from the closest people around you, and honestly, I feel like it's betrayal.
Yeah.
But it's not betrayal, because people, they tell you from their perspective.
Right.
And so if Dwayne goes to someone that has never been in the gym in their life, and he says, yeah, I'm going to be on this strict plan for 8 months. Are you sure?
Like, oh man,
is that fun?
I couldn't give a chicken.
Is that fun?
Reason why I said betrayal, because if you believe in me, you believe in me. If you don't, clearly.
But they're not saying it.
You don't.
They're not saying it because they don't believe in you. They're saying it because they're saying it from their perspective and what they've done. So I don't want you to hurt yourself by trying something and failing, because that might hurt your feelings. So I'm gonna tell you, Antwan, man, maybe not buy a second house, bro, because it's hard, right? So just be happy with your first house and then chill, right? So someone might be telling you that out of, I want you to be happy.
Sometimes, but then in our nature, most people, especially most of my friends, aren't even into the business that we're into.
Right. But that's just an example.
Yeah. No. I feel that's a great example, but I just want to kind of like double back and make another example on like people who are on the outside looking in. They can't see what we see.
Exactly.
The reason why I keep my business in this direction with people that I'm amongst.
Yes.
Rather than the people that, honestly might have known longer, might be closer friends than you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Know them since 5th grade, whatever.
But they don't need to know everything.
But they don't need to know everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like the communication is different.
Yes.
And it has to be different because I just can't have you weighing me down.
Could you say that? I'm trying to word this right. Could you say that you telling somebody about your vision that you already might take it not the way that you wanted to take it? Would you say that that's a little bit of false not entitlement, but false? I don't want to say insecurity, but almost like insecurity in yourself, in your own vision, because you're almost asking for approval. You know what I'm saying? It's almost,
I'm gonna give you.
You
my
almost want to hear
example.
that. Yes, go get it.
I tell you what, bro.
So you're already interpreting what you think they're going to say or what they mean.
No. He's saying like if you give them like an idea or whatever, it's like you're looking for approval before you actually start. So like me personally, man, I share ideas all the time, but I don't look for approvals. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're already knee deep in whatever.
That is true.
I don't look for approvals. I just be like, yo, I got an idea.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, I got an idea, but I only share that with people.
And he's good at that.
I'm about to drop an ebook. I'm like, when you about to start? I'm already on 100 pages. I'm about to drop it like next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to do it right there.
100%, bro. You let them know at the end, but like some of my closest friends, bro.
Me. The other day you sent me a video. You're like, hey, Jeremy, what do you think about how this looks? And I'm like, bro, I don't like it. And you're like, all right, I'm going to try it out for a while.
I'm still trying, bro. Like, I'm still trying. I just wanted to show you, bro. Okay, I got your opinion, but I'm still trying, bro. I got to get the data, bro. But like, even with this podcast, I presented it to some of my closest friends. Like, yo, guys, I'm thinking about starting this, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be called the Go To Podcast. There's a long message thread of them not shitting on the idea, but the fuck, the Go To Podcast, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be called the Go To Podcast. And you just keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Even my homies or whatever, it's never like bad blood or nothing like that. They just really blunt and assholes, to be honest.
And they like to give you a hard time.
They're assholes. Don't lie, bro. But I love them though, bro. But to your point, it's like you're not looking for approvals. You shouldn't care if anybody approves or disapproves. You know what I'm saying? Sharing your ideas, sometimes you just want to share it.
But my question to you,
either you're marketing the idea to people so they can know about it, or you're pitching the idea to somebody that's going to be a part of it. And
right.
If
so
not,
that's more.
Then there's nothing that I need to tell another person.
That's right. That's how I see it.
Right.
But to him, he's telling people like, you might tell a random person, right?
No, hell no.
Okay, so you're friends.
Yeah.
But whatever they say, you're still going with it.
100%.
So what's the point? What's the point in telling them if they say no, if they say yes? What's the point?
To be honest, sometimes I take mental notes on some of the comments I get.
Okay.
Because some things that I share in the future, I might not share anything else.
Right.
In this lane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you see how they reacted to you?
With certain things, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I share this, dealing with sports, I might get their feedback or whatever. Like, some things you just know what to talk or kind of keep with these individuals. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just know to go this route with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. It's, like I said, though. My partners are assholes.
Yeah.
They just assholes, bro.
Just to be.
Yeah.
Just to be.
Bro, we all grew. It's 5 of us, bro. 4 of us in the same kindergarten class, man. We love each other to death, bro. So, but they just some jackasses.
Shout out all his boys from St. Louis.
But go ahead, man. It's been a go game, bro.
Well,
let's go.
Okay. I'll let you go.
Hey, say that for the next episode, man.
Yeah.
Guys, take a moment real quick. Hit that like, share, subscribe. It's been a really goat game today, man. I really think we got really deep into this conversations, man. I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. Appreciate all you, bro.
100%, man. I hope you guys really appreciate everything that we share with you all because we're being vulnerable from the bottom of our heart to you. So make sure you share this with 3 friends. That's gonna be the challenge because next time we come back, we're gonna make sure that you got that done.
We're gonna make sure. Hey, if you share it with 3 friends, comment in the comments below.
Comment in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you guys can get notified for when we post some dope new episodes because they are coming for sure. We got some fire in the chamber. So make sure you guys do all of that. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we goated.
Why not you?
Hey, toast up. That's how we should have ended. Yes, sir.